Hello students of class 10. Today I am going to discuss the new chapter, that is arithmetic progression. So in your previous classes, like in primary classes, you have studied about different patterns, sequence. Okay, so here also we are going to study some patterns. Okay, so that patterns follow a definite rule. Okay, according to that rule, okay, that pattern is called arithmetic progression. Okay, that sequence is called arithmetic progression. For example, you have seen this type of pattern like 100, 70, 40. Okay, like these patterns. Okay, it will continue like this. Similarly, these patterns, say 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so we can see that in the first sequence, we can say this term is called the first term because it is present in the first position. So we can say it as term. Okay, this is term. This is second term, third term, fourth term, and so on. So what what we have observed from this sequence? See the difference between the second and the first term. Okay, the difference is what? 30. Similarly, this difference is 30. Similarly, this difference is 30. So there is one pattern, there is some rule which we have to follow to get the next term. Okay, so next term we are getting, how we are getting? Using the previous term. Okay, like 70, how we are getting 70? Using the first term, and some difference is there, some number is there, so that number we have to subtract it from 100, then we will get their next term. Okay, so like that the next term we are getting by using the previous term. Okay, similarly in this sequence, if we add 5 to each term, we will get the next term. Suppose here in the first term, if I add 5, then I will get 10. Then if I add 5 here, again I will get 15. Similarly, in the second sequence, we can say that we are adding 5 to each term to get the next term. Okay, these are called terms. You have to remember this. You have that these are called terms. Okay, so the arithmetic progression, this arithmetic progression also follows some rule. Okay, we can say that in arithmetic progression, the pattern follow one rule, and the rule is we get the next term by adding a fixed number to each term. Okay, means if I add, suppose here I am adding 5, then I am getting the next term. Okay, similarly I am again adding here 5. So there is a fixed number which I am adding, and the fixed number is not changing. Okay, like in some patterns what happen, we have to change the number. The number is not fixed. Okay, it will change again and again. But here in arithmetic progression, the number will not change. Okay, so like this, we can say the definition of arithmetic progression as the consecutive terms. Okay, the consecutive terms in which the difference between two consecutive terms are same. Okay, the difference between two consecutive terms are same. So this is the definition, and mathematically how to write that definition mathematically in your book. One definition is written, you can use that definition. Okay, so the definition is AP. In short, arithmetic progression is called AP. AP is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number. Okay, we are adding a fixed number to the preceding means the previous one. Suppose here I am getting 10 by adding 5 to the preceding number. Okay, this is the preceding number, previous number. Okay, preceding term except the first term. That means the first term will be there only. Okay, the first term is there only. This term will be given only. Okay, you will get the next term by adding a fixed number. Okay, every time we have to add that fixed number. So this is called an AP. Okay, so the difference, or we can say the fixed number which we are adding, that fixed number is called the common difference. Okay, why it is called common difference? Common means same. It is fixed, that why it is called what? Common. And difference, why it is called difference? When we subtract the second term. Okay, second term minus first term. Okay, when we subtract second term minus first term. When we do like this, then we will get 5. Again, if I subtract the third term minus the second term, then again I will get 5. That means the difference between the consecutive term is always same. That's why this difference is called the common difference. So this common difference, the definition is the fixed number which is added to each term to get the next term. It is denoted by small letter d, and d can be positive, negative or 0. Okay, so we have to denote common difference as d. So what are the examples of arithmetic progression? You can say the year. Okay, suppose this year is 2020, next year will be 2021, then again next year will be 2022. So these years we can say this shows an arithmetic progression. Similarly, your roll number. Okay, your roll number shows arithmetic progression. So these are some common examples of arithmetic progression. So next is representation of terms in an AP. How to represent terms in AP? So for example, first term can be written as A1 or A. Okay, symbolically we have to write A1 or A for first term. No need to write the full sentence, just you can write A. Similarly, second term A2, third term will be A3, fourth term will be A4, fifth term will be A5. Next, nth term will be what? An. That is also called the last term. Okay. So the terms in AP can be written as, so these are the representation of terms. Symbolically we can represent it like this, and if we write in a sequence we can write it like this. We will write like this. See, A, first term will be A, second term will be A2, third term will be A3, like this it will go on up to An. Similarly, see here, if I can write in terms of D also, as already you have seen in the example 5, 10, 15, 20. This sequence shows an AP. We can say it as sequence. Okay, we can say sequence or we can say pattern also. So I am saying as sequence. Okay, this sequence shows an AP because we are adding a fixed number, that is plus 5 to each term. Okay, to get the next term. So here you can see the first term is 5. Okay, and the second term we are getting by adding 5 to the first term. So this is first term A, and we are adding the common difference, and you know the definition of common difference is the fixed number which we are adding to each term to get the next term. So this is what? This is our D. So second term we are getting how we are getting it? By adding A and D. So A plus D. Okay, 10 we are getting 10 by adding these two. Similarly, how we will get 15? See, you have to see the relation between 5 and 15. So see, we have to add 2 5s. That means we have to add 2 D's. So 2D can be written as like this, 2D. Okay, and 2D we have to add into the first term. So this is the first term. Similarly, when we relate first term with the fourth term, so see how many 5? 1, 2, 3. 3 5s, that means 3 D's. So 3D we are adding it to the first term, and first term is A. Okay, so like that the sequence will go on. Okay, if you want to find the nth term, so what will be the nth term? See, this is the first term, this is second term, this is third term, this is fourth term. Like that we can find the nth term. This will be A plus n minus 1 into D. See, this is the fourth term, and fourth term can be written as A plus 3D. So, see, there is no change in A. A is same, all over A is same. There is only change in the coefficient of D. So, if it is fourth, we have to write third. If it is, this is third term. Okay, this is third term. So, here we are writing 3. That means we have to write 2 in the coefficient of D. That means we have to write 1 less. Okay, 1 less than the subscript. Subscript is 3, so you have to write 1 less. Similarly, here 4. Okay, you have to write 1 less, so this will be 3. Similarly, this is the nth term, that means An. So, if I subtract 1 from n, what we will get? Yes, I will get n minus 1. So the coefficient of d will be n minus 1 and rest will be the same. A and d will be same. Okay. So this will also I will discuss later on. For first exercise we don't need this. Okay. So first just remember up to this a plus 3d, a plus 4d like this, and the nth term I will discuss after this first exercise. So how to find the common difference? We can find the common difference, already I told you, by subtracting like this. Okay, a2 minus a1, that means second term minus first term, like this, second term minus first term, or third term minus second term, or fourth term minus third term. That means difference between two consecutive terms is the common difference. Okay. So next come to the first exercise. So see in question number 1 So in this question you have to see that according to the condition given, which of these following make an arithmetic progression. Okay. So I am doing number 1. See what is given. The taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer. That means for the first kilometer the taxi fare is rupees 15. Okay. And then after finishing the first kilometer, next for the second kilometer the fare should be increased by rupees 8. That means additional we have to give the additional amount of rupees 8. So first for the first kilometer it is 15, then we have to add 8. So 8 plus 15 will be 23. This is for the second kilometer. That means if you want to go 2 kilometers, you have to pay rupees 23. Similarly for 3 kilometers, again you have to add 8 to the previous, that is 23. Then if we add, we will get what? 31. Again if we add 8 to this number, we will get 39. So if I want to travel 4 kilometers, then I have to pay what? Rupees 39. Okay. So now you have to see this shows an arithmetic progression or not. So yes, according to the definition, a fixed number should be added to the preceding number to get the next term. Okay. So here this progression follows the same rule which is given in the definition. Okay. So this is an AP. Okay. This is an arithmetic progression, we can say. So remaining question you have to do. Okay. Just read the question and according to the question apply the condition. Okay. Then you have to make the sequence. Okay, like this. So if you make the sequence, you can come to know that this is an AP or not. So come to the next one, number 2. Write the first 4 terms of the AP when the first term is A and the common difference D. So see number 1 I have done for you. See number A, the first term. A is called the first term. So first term is 10, D is 10. So now we have to find the second term, third term, fourth term. Okay. We have to find 3 terms. Okay. First term is already given. So we have to find the remaining 3 terms. So already I have written the sequence. Okay. The AP sequence. How to write the AP? A, first term is A, second term is A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, like that. Okay. So see, second term is A plus D. Now put the value of A and D here, you will get 20. Similarly for the third term, A plus 2D. So 10 plus 2 into 10, 2 into 10, that will be 30. Similarly A plus 3D will be 10 plus 3 into 10, that will be what? 40. Okay. So therefore the first 4 terms of the AP are 10, 20, 30, 40. You have to stop here because we need to find the first 4 terms only. So question number 3, already this here it is written that the following are APs. Okay, already written that this shows an AP. So you need to find the first term and the second difference. So from the sequence, see in number 2, from the sequence, okay, we can see that the first term is what? -5 and the second term is -1. See why I have written the second term? Because for finding the common difference we need second term minus what? First term. So that's why I have written the second term also. So second term minus first term. So second term is -1 minus first term A is what? -5. So in place of A -5, so minus minus will be plus. So 5 minus 1 will be what? 4. So this is the common difference. Okay, one more thing, you can find the common difference like that also. You can subtract fourth term minus third term also. Okay, that will be simpler because both are what? Positive. You can subtract positive numbers, that is very easy. Okay, you can do like that also. Come to number 3. Here also one sequence is given. So first term is 1 by 3, second term is 5 by 3. Again we have to subtract. For finding the common difference, we have to subtract first term from second term, that is a2 minus a1, or we can write a. So 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3, that will be what? 4 by 3. So see in the next question, question number 4, this is not given that the following sequence are in AP. Okay, the following sequence are in AP, it is not given. We have to check that this is in AP or not. So how to check? See, if the difference of the two consecutive terms are same, then we can say that the sequence is in AP. That means if the difference, that is A3 minus A2, A2 minus A1, A4 minus A3, A5 minus A4, all these values are equal, then we can say the following sequence is in AP. So see here what I have done. First of all, you have to write the first 3 terms, or you can write the first 4 terms which are given. So first of all, we have to find the common difference. So A2 minus A1, okay, A2 minus A1. So A2 minus A1, by subtracting this, I am getting minus 2.0. Similarly, I am finding A3 minus A2, okay, A3 minus A2. So A3 minus A2 is also same, see. That means we can say that the difference in this is same, that means common difference, okay, we can say common difference, okay. So common difference arises when the sequence is in AP. See, the difference is same. So if the difference is not same, then the sequence will not be in AP. Here difference is same, so we can write therefore A3 minus A2 is equal to A2 minus A1, which is also called the D, that means difference, common difference. So therefore we can write the sequence and we can say that this sequence is in AP. Okay. So it is given that if the sequence is in AP, if the sequence forms an AP, then we have to find the next 3 terms. So see here, first, second, third, fourth, up to 4th term is given. That means we need to find 5th, 6th and 7th term. So 5th term, that means the next term, how we will get? We can add the fixed number, and the fixed number is D. So we can add minus 2.0 to the 4th term. Okay. So I am adding minus 2.0 to the 4th term, as already subtraction means minus sign is there before the difference, common difference. So plus minus will be minus, and minus 7.2 minus 2.0 will be minus 9.2. Okay, this is the 5th term. Again, how I will get 6th term? By adding the fixed number, that is common difference, the fixed number to the preceding number. This is the preceding number. I am writing the preceding number. I am adding the fixed number to it. So I get minus 11.2. Similarly, by adding again the fixed number to minus 11.2, I will get the 7th term. Okay, the 7th term is minus 13.2. So these are the next three terms. If the sequence forms an AP, then only you have to find the next 3 terms. So just next question I am discussing with you. You have to do the remaining question. See, the sequence is number 12. You can see the sequence is root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32. So factorize the numbers inside the square root. You will get the sequence like this: root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2. That means the next one will be 5 root 2. Okay. So see, this is in AP. As we subtract root 2 from 2 root 2, we will get 1 root 2. Similarly, if we subtract 2 root 2 from 3 root 2, we will get again 1 root 2. Similarly, okay. So the common difference will be what? 1 root 2. Then we can find the next 3 terms. Next will be 5 root 2. Then next will be 6 root 2. Then next will be 7 root 2. Okay. So that's it for today. So please try to practice. Okay. And do the first exercise. and if you have any doubt you can ask me. Okay, so thank you for today.